I am Umbrenero, and welcome back to Umbrenero's Life. So, the audio in this video, first thing, is not going to be quite the best because I am just using the audio from my camera because I am just trying to get caught up. I will go a little bit more into it while I'm working on my bullet journal spread for June. And a little bit of a note. Today is June 27th when I'm recording this. Things in life have just been very busy, but we're getting right into this. So the theme I've been doing this year for my monthly spreads is I've been using the Elite Trainer boxes from Pokemon cards that I have as the inspiration. Even with June's spread being done so late, I'm not skipping the theme. In fact, out of all the boxes I have, I grabbed one that will be very easy to do for this mist month theme, because it's a theme that I could easily spread and do again. But the box that I have chosen for June is Shining Fates. So the box is simply brown, black, and a little bit of gold accents. Very simple color scheme. Not a lot that I have to worry about for getting things done in a very detailed manner. Very simple, and that's what I'm gonna go with. So without further ado, let's get into a mist month bullet journal layout. So as I was saying, this theme is going to be very simple, very quick, and just straight to the point. But yes, this spread is getting made at the end of June, mostly because of all of the chaos that has been going on for, well, since April. That's the easiest way to put it. Things have just been kind of hard, and we're going through it, but we'll get there. Like, things are hopefully looking better already, and that's where I have actually gotten the motivation to work on things again. But like I was saying, it's a lot of life stuff has been going on behind the scenes that has just made it hard to get some things done, and it's hard to get into that good mental space again after stuff happens. So that's why a lot of videos have been very delayed. I can't even say that they're just a little late. No, they were delayed. And yes, is doing a mist month spread something I really wanted to do? Not really. But my goal with this is to be able to use it to reflect on the things that happen. The good, the bad, and sometimes just the plain old ugly that happens. But a neat little thing about this video, just gonna say it right now, is this is real time how long it takes me to do some of these spreads. Like, yes, I did work on a few parts for this earlier today, but that only took like 5 minutes, and it was just printing titles for sections and title for this page actually, which is how I decided I was going to add my gold element from the box. But we'll get to that once I am ready to add that. But like all other months, I am starting off with my calendar. Sometimes I use a ruler, other times I don't. today because I am in the mood to catch up. I'm not really in the mood for using a ruler today because I don't want to be overly perfect. I don't want to try to overly complicate this one because, in all fairness, my goal is to get my July spread recorded either Saturday or Sunday and have it up within this next week here. And we'll see how that goes. So, first thing is done here. All of my lines are drawn. And next, I'm just going to go in with a lighter color to, I don't know, do something. I didn't really fully think this through. I'm actually going to use that to put the numbers in. I just knew I wanted to use the color and I didn't really think of how I was going to use it, which that has happened before. But I can easily say I have the theme for July all picked out. I have a few ideas of some stuff I want to do for July. And yeah, there's just a lot that I want to get done. Hey look, there's today. So, yep, this is not going to be a very pretty, it's going to be a very simple layout for this month. And like I said, this is spur of the moment how I am doing any of the design things on here right now. Like, I did not plan to do what I'm currently doing. But it works. So we're gonna get into adding our first touch of gold. So I had some cardstock that is considered a gold color, and that's what I printed my headers on to make it go a little bit easier than trying to actually make stuff look pretty and all that. So I'm going to just easily glue this in. Yes, I could have made it a lot bigger, but I was just trying to do something earlier, and this is the size it ended up being. There's that. We'll pop that on in. And I decide I'm going to add a little shadow on there. But like I said, this is a very simple theme that I could always come back to at some point and give it a full-fledged look at how it could be done. So with that, there is our calendar. Now we're going to move on to how I'm going to make up for missing this month in my journal. So now I want to go in and add some more gold little headers that I made, and I just mixed them all up on accident, but it is what it is. So because this is going to be a missed month spread, all the layout for June is the calendar and this set of pages. It's not going to be one of those, right, where, oh, each topic is going to be its own page. No. I'm just doing calendar, so that way, if I need to go back, reference a big calendar, I have it. And it's also going to be this page. So, just getting my little things all pulled back out here. I'm trying to remember what I had. This month, so and I will point this out like right away, is even earlier I made a mistake and I said, I'm not going to be perfect. I will let mistakes happen. So my little layout for June is very simple. I have 4 areas that I really wanted to work with and really get myself back into the space where, in all honesty, that I've been missing. So we have what happened this month, because I want to kind of keep track of a few things that did happen, like appointments, other larger things that happened that have affected why things have gone a little haywire. And then my thoughts from the month. So a little place for me to just put my opinion, why my mental health, in all fairness, did go down from the things that have been happening the last couple months. Like, trying to still get videos done has been a priority. I have been doing a lot behind the scenes on multiple other videos, recorded another video for something else, and I've been trying to get back into my gaming channel. But this channel kind of was neglected, which I'm trying to fix now. Then, another area I want to work on is a goals and things checkup, aka stuff that I have had in my goals and things for months, and a way for me to actually get back into seeing where am I on this. So it's a very simple thing. And then upcoming plans, things that are coming up in the rest of the summer, in July. Like right now, there are things for July that might get pushed back a few months because of all of the chaos that has gone on. So, like I said, a lot's been going on. Each day is getting by, and we're getting there. So, let's start getting these stuck in. I have my little glue sheet that I will use as a protector, and start getting these stuck in. And then I will come in with my 2 Tombos and add something for a design. So a funny little thing is, I was going to use double-sided tape for this, but right before I started filming, I could not find it. So I found my glue sticks and said, this will do for today. I will have to find it for this weekend, because I do want to get working on July's bullet journal layout, and I want it to look a little bit nice, because the theme is actually going to be kind of fun. Well, all the themes have been slightly fun. It's just some of the ideas that I have roughly will be fun. Stick. Okay. Okay, let's put this here. But in the past, I have missed doing monthly spreads and just did them later and said, okay, here it is, and just let it be. But one of the things I decided is I want to be more intentional with the spreads. So I might come up with some plans on, hey, if you miss making your monthly spread and you don't want to make a partial month, but you want to do like a missed month, like I want to try to come up with a little how-to and things that you could potentially add, because in all honesty, this might end up helping with trying to get back on track and all that, because sometimes you just lose motivation. Sometimes you have a busy month in general, right, where you're on vacation the whole month, or you're working that much that you don't have the time, and you just gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes you have to miss working on something that makes you happy. Alright, we got one left. Let's see, here's a dry spot. Here's okay. And this is gonna be my best spot, I guess. Alright, so there is all of my little section headers pasted in. Just quick, simple little things. And then, so the theme is Shining Fates. Very simple color spread and all that. So, all I think I'm doing is just giving it a little bit of color. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be overly decorated. It just, I want to add a little bit to make it kind of pop. That down to there. And yes, this last section, I realized I did not have the lines go all the way up to the end, because it's a smaller section, don't need to have as much there. But because I have such a light color here, I wanted to do every other line just so that way it breaks up the boxes and they're not like fully solid. They don't need to be perfect. They just need to be boxes. I don't know how I managed to kind of get these to be slightly even, like between the two parts on each page, but I'll take it, because that's not every day that I do this without counting. Normally I have like little marks to say, hey, here's the halfway point, here's the third waypoint, but today I just went with my gut and I am actually slightly impressed. And just like that, quickly done and taken care of. Oh. There. I admitted I made my mistake and added a T. Why not? Easiest way to do it. So, this is my very simple missed month spread for the month of June. Very, very, very simple calendar. And then 4 little spots where I will go through and reflect what happened this month, my thoughts from the month, see where to-dos have ended up, and upcoming plans that I need to remember and to take care of. So, thank you for joining me, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!